Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. I just want to thank you all for being here at Paws for Ability this afternoon, here to celebrate the Jungle Green graduation and all the people who it took to get us to this point. So my name is Jennifer Lutz, and I'm the Executive Director here at Paws for Ability. I've had the privilege of being part of Paws for almost 26 years now, and I've seen Paws grow from small organization, really out of the homes of our founder and myself and other volunteers, grow to this organization that includes so many volunteers, a team of staff, dedicated donors, and our families. So it has been really an amazing journey to see Paws grow to what it is today. And I'm so excited that you guys get to join in that as we listen to different speakers, particularly our families who have just spent the last 10 days working with their new service dogs, and this is their beginning part of their journey with their service dog. Before we get to that part, though, I did want to give a little bit of background for those that may be new here at Paws for Ability. Paws was founded in 1998, and it was founded really with the mission that there were individuals with critical needs, disabilities in our community who were not being served by other organizations. And so what started as looking for those needs within the community really became a focus on placements with children with disabilities. And so at that point in time when Paws was started, there weren't many organizations placing service dogs with children. So Paws is really unique in this. And this is actually why Paws has become so well known, actually not just here in Xenia, Ohio, or in our tri-state area, but actually all around the country, even other places around the world. In fact, our associate director, Aaron, and a member of our training team, Jessa, they're actually at an organization, a service dog organization in Italy right now. They asked them to come out and show them how we do our scent-based training. They want to learn from us to be able to apply that to the training that's happening in Italy. So really cool connection that's happening as we speak. That's what they're working on, because there's really this greater community. And when we look at other organizations, we really look at it from a collaborative approach rather than a competitive approach. What can we do and fit into that puzzle of what other people are doing to help the most amount of people possible? At Paws, our program starts actually even before these puppies are born, the dogs that we're going to see today. It actually starts with our breeding program. So we have our breeding moms and dads who have passed both behavioral clearances as well as health clearances to be able to be part of our breeding program. Things like ophthalmology testing, orthopedic testing, cardiology, genetic testing, all really important things, because not only do we want a dog that is well-behaved, well-trained, a smart dog, we also want a dog that is going to be healthy with the goal that they live a long life of service for their family. So there's a lot of information that we can be happy to share with you guys. But first, what I'd like to do is invite up our development director, Kaylin. She's going to be sharing more about the people behind our mission.
Thanks, Jennifer. Right. Congratulations again to the new service dog teams. Before we start calling you each up to introduce yourselves, I do just want to take a moment to talk about the massive community that works behind the scenes who make days like today possible. So most people are surprised to learn that we have over 2,000 dedicated volunteers who put in a lot of sacrifice and hard work into raising our dogs. Our volunteers strengthen our mission in many ways, such as providing wonderful homes to our breeder dogs, helping our dogs while they're here at the facility, and fostering over 200 dogs at any given time to provide the foundational training and socialization experiences critical to becoming a fully trained service dog. In addition to our volunteers, Paws also employs around 60 staff members who work every day of the year to care for and train each of our dogs. Our staff ensures that our dogs meet the highest standards of health and care, that our over 2,000 volunteers and our families have the support that they need, and that each service dog is trained to provide the life-changing tasks for their partner. And finally, I want to recognize our generous donors. Each highly trained service dog here today represents an investment of $40,000, a cost that really reflects the extensive training and care these dogs receive. Each family is here today thanks to the support from their own communities and also from generous donors who support Four Paws in order to reduce the amount that families are asked to raise. So if you are here today and part of our Four Paws community as a volunteer or a staff member or a donor, would you please stand so we can recognize and thank you? This class is sponsored by the Brown Family and Friends. Their sponsorship directly supports each of the new service dog teams graduating today. So to share more about this special sponsorship, I would love to invite these nice folks with these lovely green shirts on. Brown Family and Friends, you want to come on up? Who's talking first?
I guess
There you go.
I'm leading this off. All right. Howdy, everyone. We are the Brown Family and Friends, and we are very excited to be sponsoring the Jungle Green class. Our journey with Four Paws started back in 2020 when our youngest daughter, Devin, wherever she is, brought home a puppy in the middle of COVID. That little puppy, Pete, became a veteran's assistant dog and kickstarted our love for Four Paws. Over the past 6 years, 13 dogs have passed through our home, 6 going on to become service dogs, 1 fabulous flunky, 4 who are still in the program, and 2 breeders. As well as being puppy raisers and volunteer trainers, we are also a guarding home for Zonda. Zonda was an unexpected surprise. Thanks to Devin, we agreed to... it all goes back to her. Thanks to Devin, we agreed to become secondary handlers to help with Peep. We got a call from Four Paws in 2021 asking if we'd be interested in becoming primary handlers and welcome a puppy into our home. How could we say no? Zonda completed her service training with us and was promoted to the breeding program. Just over 2 years ago, Zonda had her first litter of puppies, the Vicky's Angels litter. We were lucky enough to be there when the puppies were born. What a great experience that was. One of Zonda's puppies is graduating today, Sadie. When Zonda's puppies were old enough, we decided that we wanted to bring one home and start their service dog training with us. Today, Sadie graduates with her girl, Winnie, and her new family. To celebrate every puppy's journey and accomplishments, we decided to sponsor Sadie's graduating class. We can't thank our family and friends enough for their generous donations. Thank you all for supporting Sadie and the Jungle Green class.
We are honored to be part of this wonderful organization and so grateful for the time we got with each of our puppies. It is truly a blessing to be a small part of these dogs' journey, knowing that they're going to make a difference in a family's life. People always ask us, how can you let them go? Our answer is, how can we not? I'd like to share one of my favorite poems that was written several years ago by a former Four Paws volunteer. I think this poem encompasses the Four Paws volunteer experiences for so many. I hold this puppy in trust, but yours he has always been. He's grown from small to big, tackled the stairs, and everywhere I've taken him. I hold this puppy in trust and taught him everything I know. He learned his commands, sit and down, roll over and shake. But from the beginning, I knew it was coming, and someday soon, he'll be yours to take. I hold this puppy in trust, for now he's here, and in my heart he will always be. But you see, all this was never about me. I hold this puppy trust for the benefit of another. You'll work hard together as partners, and still, I will always love him like no other. I didn't know when I began the gift it would truly be, to hold your puppy in trust until you could be there, you see. Now you're together, and just seeing you two, it's clear this service dog I held in trust was always meant for you. Take care of my dear sweet puppy. He works and plays the hardest. And you know, that's what makes you very lucky. Congratulations to the Jungle Green class. There you are.
Got me all teared up. Carla, you got me. Oh, man. Thank you all so much again. Thank you for your sponsorship that directly supports every one of these families here today. I know it's a very special connection. Trying to recover emotionally from that already. If you are here today and interested in more information about becoming a volunteer, the tiers are worth it, we promise you. Or if you're interested in information about donating or sponsoring, we would love to connect, whether you're watching online or here today. We're also doing a tour immediately after graduation for those of you interested in seeing more behind the scenes. We'll meet in the lobby for that. So this is so everyone's without further ado, I'm going to introduce Bethany, our class lead.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you for being here today. Welcome to the Jungle Green class graduation. We're so happy you could join us to celebrate the incredible families and very good dogs who have worked so hard over the past couple of weeks to get here. Like Kaylin said, my name is Bethany and I'm a senior trainer here at Paws for Ability. I've had the privilege of being the class lead for the last 10 days, and I can honestly say this group has been a joy to work with. They're so kind and courteous, and it has made class go very smoothly. This particular class is made up of 10 amazing families who have been learning how to use their life-changing service dogs. They're learning things like medical alert, mobility assistance, tethering, behavior disruption, and they're learning all the ins and outs of caring for a dog along with that. These families have traveled from all over the country and right here in Ohio to be a part of this journey. To my families, I've loved getting to know each of you and watching your confidence as handlers grow. I have admired how supportive you are of all of the other teams in class. Every time you cheered and took pictures when a classmate was successful made me smile. You have all practiced and worked so hard, and it is evident. Congratulations. Thank you for showing up every day ready to learn, asking great questions, and sticking it out through those long days. More so, thank you for putting up with my antics for 10 days. That is no easy task. Your dedication has not gone unnoticed by us or the dogs. For our Paws families, a service dog represents more than just a new skill set. It means more independence, more confidence, and a brighter future for the entire family. And today, we get to celebrate that together. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our newest service dog teams, the Jungle Green class of 2026. To help me, I'm going to invite trainer Megan and trainer John up. They were also part of the Jungle Green class for the last 10 days, and they are going to call everyone up for us.
Hi, everyone. The first new service dog team that I would like to introduce is the team of Robert and Auggie, formerly known as Jordan.
I'll make sure my papers are in order here. I'm Katrina Bussin. This is my husband Matthew and our son Robert and Auggie. Jordan was born to the greatest of all time athlete's litter, but we chose to change his name to something that Robert will be able to approximate a little bit better verbally. And we kind of gave it a St. Louis spin because we're about we're from O'Fallon, Missouri, about 40 minutes west of St. Louis. So there's Augustus Busch, who founded Budweiser, and Augusta Chateau was a co-founder of St. Louis. He was a fur trader. So we thought it was very fitting and easy for Robert to say. So as Robert grew and missed milestones continued and epilepsy reared its ugly head, it became apparent that being a wheelchair user was going to be part of Robert's life. We knew we needed all the supports we could gather to set him up for success. Robert also loves water, and his favorite thing in the world became the scariest thing for us. So we started our journey with 4 Paws for Ability. Our time in class and at the Ronald McDonald House has been comforting and safe. Our kids can squeal, melt down, have medical episodes, and all the things that come with having a child with diverse abilities. No one bats an eye, no one whispers or points. We just stand together in quiet support. We will never forget this feeling or these families or this place. Over the years, we have relied on the safety of Robert's wheelchair and watchful eye to keep Robert safe during seizures. We now have a partner in Auggie to help maintain Robert's safety and support his mobility. I often imagine them walking to the park together, side by side, harness in hand. We want to thank all of the 4 Paws donors who supported their mission, including ISI for sponsoring Auggie's litter. We're so appreciative to Terry Calico and her family for fostering Auggie. We're grateful for the prison partnership and all the trainers and volunteers here at 4 Paws for Ability. Please know this sweet, playful, loving pup will transform our lives and will be loved, protected, and cared for always. We keep hearing how much heart this dog has, and he's had a very special place in a lot of people's hearts here in this facility. We would not be here if it weren't for all those that contributed to our crowdfunding. A special thanks goes to the Academy of Classical Ballet California, Tropiclean Pet Products, and Good Times Entertainment, and the Dave Glover Show for featuring Robert's story. We are ever so grateful to our friends and family and strangers that contributed their hard-earned resources to bring this ever-needed fur baby to us. We can't wait to see what the future holds for Team Bussin'. Thank you.
Congratulations again to the new service dog team of Robert and Auggie. The next new service dog team that I would like to introduce is the team of Elijah and Freya.
Wow, that's a lot to follow up to. I'm Nick, my wife Megan, and our new handling team, Elijah and Freya. When we started this journey, we were looking for anything we could do to help Elijah out. We were struggling in school. We had police interaction. But the one thing that happened in school that he reacted really well to was they had a therapy dog. And we could have times when the therapy dog would come in, and within about 5 minutes, he would be turned back around and be back functioning in school. When the therapy dog wasn't there, police interaction was called, and we ended up with a lot of call-outs. We had a dog at home that really seemed to jump to Elijah when he was there and in need. But obviously, we couldn't take that dog out in the general public. So we started looking for a service dog, and we found 4 Paws. We actually had a health scare with that dog about 2 years ago where the dog had cancer, and the vet said time was really short, and we were really waiting for that timeline going please hold on. There's a dog in wait. We're on the list. Dog is still with us, so Freya's going to come home to a new partner. And that dog's going to have to learn to share now. Freya's absolutely amazing. We actually got to see in the hotel this week, Elijah was having a bad morning, and Freya was supposed to be sitting underneath the table laying down, broke the lay down to come and nuzzle Elijah, which of course we disciplined the dog and put her back underneath the table going, you're supposed to be practicing down. Happened a second time, we realized Elijah was sitting there rocking away and kind of starting to break down. It's like, oh, the dog's doing what the dog's supposed to do. Resulted in lots of treats for Freya. So Freya will be coming back to Green Bay with us, leaving tomorrow. She's got a little bit of a long drive. We'll see how that goes for us. Very energetic dog. Obviously, we wouldn't be here without all of the volunteers that put in their time, the trainers who are standing here with us today. Thank you very much. Max and family, you guys put a lot of time into raising this dog. Also, the Multi-Plan Incorporated sponsored Freya's litter. Got to meet them today, a pretty amazing group. And then everybody who's in our community who helped raise our funds and helped us out, and some of our employers as well who helped us get here. Thank you.
Congratulations again to the new service dog team of Elijah and Freya. The next service dog team that I would like to introduce is the team of Nicholas and Gemini.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone we're in. I'm not quite sure. It's been a whirlwind of the last 10 days. My name is Dustin. This is my son, Nicholas, my wife, Meredith, and our new service dog, Gemini. We're from Atlanta, Georgia. We couldn't quite decide who was going to talk today, so we had an arm wrestling contest. I'm not going to tell you if I won or lost, but that's how we got here. My son, Nicholas, has PMG, which is a rare brain malformation. Because of that, he has epilepsy and autism. So he struggles in daily life with some tasks, and the biggest thing is he has seizures of varying varieties. So we were in service dog search mode since we found out his diagnosis in kindergarten. He's in 8th grade now, looking to go to high school next year, so we're really grateful to have Gemini as part of our family to help him gain independence. She's learned tasks such as pushing a button when he has a seizure that our call our cell phone. Excuse me. Maybe I should have lost that arm wrestling contest, which is something we didn't even know was possible. She can get a med bag from across the house with his rescue meds when he's having a seizure. So these amazing skills are just, life-changing, and really we couldn't have imagined that, a service dog was capable of something like this. So big thank you to everyone that helped train Gemini. Kenzie and Becky were great fosters. Everyone else at the OU 4-Paws team took great care of her. We spent the last 30 minutes just sharing pictures and stories and all these amazing stories about Gemini and her upbringing. And she's jumped into everyone's hearts, and now she's into ours, as you can tell. We also want to thank our family and friends from Atlanta and in Lilburn. We had a lot of people supporting us in this journey. $20,000 is a lot for a teacher to raise. So we had support from people at my school. We did a shoe collection drive. We collected a whole semi-truck full of shoes. One of our neighbors, Stephanie, collected over 1,000 by herself. So definitely want to give a shout out to her. The Carlson family drove all the way from South Carolina with a car full of shoes to donate to us. My mother-in-law, Kathy Kern, her jazzercise class are connecting shoes every week. So ladies, keep pumping. You got to get some new shoes now. You did a great job bringing all those. We also want to help our neighbors, or thank our neighbors, Will and Emily Sims, who helped us load up the semi-truck in the hot Georgia summer, which took about 3 hours. So it was no small feat. And they had just moved in a few weeks before. So it was amazing, all the people that have kind of rallied behind us to support our journey. So we're really excited for next future with Gemini. Thanks to all the trainers, Megan, John, and Bethany. They were amazing. Thanks to all the other families in this class. It was great to get to know you guys, especially the ones that were at the Ronald McDonald House with us. And a huge thanks to Four Paws and all the sponsors that made this possible. So we really appreciate it.
Congratulations again to the new service dog team of Nicholas and Gemini. The next new service dog team that I would like to introduce is the team of Hudson and Grange.
I am Mindy Kramer. This is my husband, Joel, Hudson, Rylan, and then this is Grange. We are from Harrison, Ohio, so a little bit of, not too bad of a drive, about an hour from here. Hudson, at 10 months old, his head was not growing and reaching the milestones that it should have been, so they sent us for testing, and he was diagnosed with PMG, Chiari-1 malformation, and CP. At 18 months, he had, oh my God, I just lost train of thought. Decompression surgery for the Chiari, and he's been stable with that ever since. With the PMG, we've noticed his speech apraxia and other things that have come along with that. And luckily, we had the first 6 years of his life without the epilepsy, but when he was 6 years old, he started having the seizures. And they started out small, but gradually got to where he was having anywhere from 15 to 20 a day. He had a VNS installed probably 4 years ago, which helped a little bit, but it did not reduce it near as what we would like to have. So they went with an RNS last August. We have seen some a little bit of help with that, as the days aren't as bad, but the nights are horrible with him. So we're hoping that Grange will help give him the security, independence, and freedom that he is thriving to have, because he is a very busy boy that likes to be on the go. And we're learning that Grange is a perfect match for him, because so is he. So this Grange is going to move mountains for Hudson. He's going to give him the stability and freedom that he is eager to get. In April of 2024, we had a fundraiser for Hudson. We call our team the Heroes for Hudson. And we were able to, within a week, raise the funds for Hudson's service dog. Thanks to our friends and family, it never would have been possible, especially some of our donors, the Isadora Mechanical, Oberson's Nursery and Landscape, Harrison Moose Lodge, the Metz family, Claire Scheibel Memorial Foundation, River Van Meter, the Justin Britton Memorial Scholarship, Queen City Blacktop, Price West Transport, One Collision, and Home City Ice. Without them, we never would have been here today. We'd also like to thank Lexi and Carol. You guys did a fantastic job with Grange. He is the best dog. Joel just hates another dog sleeping in our bed, but guess where Grange sleeps half the night? In the bed. With Hudson as well, so all four of us in the bed. He really is fantastic. He is going to be the best dog for Hudson, and they are already best friends. We'd also like to thank the Brown family. Your generosity and everything that you guys provided us through the week, we have loved every minute of it. And also to the trainers, you guys have done a fantastic job, and your love and support has helped tremendously. So thank you all.
Congratulations again to the new service dog team of Hudson and Grange. The next new service dog team that I would like to introduce is the team of Winnie and Sadie.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Hello. My name is Jane. I'm Winnie's mom and the new handler for Sadie, our service dog. Sadie is trained in medical alert for PCDH9 epilepsy when he started having seizures a little bit before her 3rd birthday. Parents, especially parents of children with medical issues or disabilities, will do anything in their means, sometimes beyond their means. Any Peppa fans in the group? Will do anything in their means and sometimes beyond their means to help their child have a little bit more health, a little more happiness, whether that means flying around to see different doctors, putting their family on the ketogenic diet, trying to learn genetics at night after your kids go to bed so you can understand studies and trials. The families in this room, it meant saving up, lemonade stands, shoe drives, a lot of waiting, and spending 10 pretty grueling days here in Xenia, Ohio doing service dog training, just with the hope that your kid will have a better life. I think everyone at Four Paws, from volunteers to the staff to the donors, really understand the magnitude of this endeavor and really treat it with a lot of respect and compassion. And as a family, I really appreciate that. I've got some generic thank you or general thank yous and then some specific thank yous. So thank you again to the donors, volunteers, and staff. Thank you to our friends and family who helped get us here. Thank you to my employer for the generous time off. CCHA, Church, Hittle, and Antrim, attorneys at law. We have offices in Ohio, in case you're wondering. Really big thank you to the trainers that work directly with our class, Bethany, Jessa, John, and Megan. You guys were great. I think you probably agree that training humans is a lot harder than dogs, and you guys did it really excellently, and I feel very confident going home. So thank you very much. To the class, to our classmates, I know we're all going to be really glad to be home, but I'm going to miss being in a room with you guys. It's really non-judgmental here, and it's just nice to be with people who understand. So thank you guys. I'll miss you guys. A special thanks to Ashley in our class who helped collect and send articles when she was going through a lot of seizures with her own daughter. She helped prepare us for class. She also asked, was really generous in answering a lot of my questions. And I know my classmates are thinking, how did she have more questions than she asked in class? But I did, and Ashley was very generous in answering them. So thank you to her family. This one's gonna be hard. Carla and family for sponsoring our class and her friends. Your treats, you went above and beyond, keeping us going with the waters and the snacks, and it really picked us up. So we're very grateful for that. But even more importantly, as a foster for Sadie and a volunteer trainer, thank you so much. You guys laid a really great foundation for an amazing service dog and a really good friend to Winnie. It's not hard to love a dog, but to love a dog just to give her away is impossible. And you guys do it really with an open and generous heart. And my family's going to be forever grateful. So anyway, thank you so much for bringing us Sadie, and more importantly, the hope that she represents. So thank you all.
She's coming. Do you want your notebook? Congratulations again to the new service dog team of Winnie and Sadie. The next new service dog team that I would like to introduce is the team of Ezekiel and Teddy.
I would like to start off by saying that any rumors of me becoming the next head coach for North Carolina are unfounded. I am committed to Iowa State even though I'm not the coach. Ezekiel has, throughout the years, we've discovered the idea of a service dog being beneficial for him. He has DOSA, syndrome epilepsy, basically meaning that he does not respond to medication. Even his rescue meds, we sometimes wonder how much good they do. He's on a ketogenic diet. And there are times where his behaviors are ones where we feel like that we could use help, and from what we've learned that the service dogs help out with that. And so from the day that we first started the process, we're like, we could use the dog now. And like even this week while we were training, I'm like, we could use the dog now. But it will definitely help out with his behavior disruption, with his balance. This week I said when we first got here that after the second day, we're going to see the 7 faces of Zeke. You never know what you're going to get from one day to another. I thought, I would get a lot out of the class, so I have nothing to say about the class. I was following Zeke the whole time, taking care of him. So again, the dog could have been useful even this week. When we heard that we'd have to raise $20,000, it was kind of a little bit whelming that we had to be able to do that, but also to learn that even more than that was needed to be able to raise this dog. And, we see I have the number 40,000, but there's also all the volunteers that we met through Facebook, and then we met in person, that all their countless hours of helping out with Teddy that paved the way for Zeke to be able to have him to help out. We do help thank the sponsors of the litter, several of which are in the class, CareSource. But we also thank our committee that helped us out with all of our fundraising, thinking of ideas, going to all sorts of different places, lots of different tip nights and local fundraisers and churches, but also the Facebook fundraising where we got a lot at once, and the PEO grant that we got. All of that was very helpful in our process. We do definitely thank all of those who are involved, and also the organization that is involved by Paws and how everything works. And the very fact that we did need to have a handler and a support person, that I got to be the support person this week. And I work 50 hours a week, and this week I put more hours than that in. So, but we do thank all of you for showing up, for supporting us, supporting everybody who is, all the other people in this class, for the friends that my daughter made. I'm Jeremy, and this is Jessica, Ezekiel. My oldest is Eric, and my youngest is Katrina. Eric with an A, his actual full name is Aristarchus Benjamin Blauvelt. It has more letters than the alphabet. So, but we do look forward to all the support the dog's going to have, and we know that there's going to be a lot of work going on forward as well to be able to keep up with all the skills and abilities, and hopefully we'll be able to make some good progress. We do have potentially a surgery coming up in a couple weeks, and be quite the change, and hopefully between the surgery and the dog, things will be looking up and up. So thank you.
Congratulations again to the new service dog team of Ezekiel and Teddy. The next new service dog team that I would like to introduce is the team of Auggie and Togo.
My name is Elisa Thede. My daughter Auntie Gannett is working her way down here. And then this is Togo. We're from Morristown, New Jersey, right across the bridge from Philadelphia. Go Birds. Four Paws and Dania have been really good to us. Togo is Auntie's second service dog. Thank goodness I grabbed some takeout napkins as I started crying when everyone else was up here. Her first best friend came from Four Paws, Callisto, and he improved the quality of her life and mine exponentially. He brought like a softness and a joy to Auntie and helped her regulate and settle. It was a bridge to the world around her. And so I am very confident that Togo will do the same in his own way to help Auntie navigate life with the comfort of another best friend, or as she says, her brother, and with his own special charm. So thanks to the Browns family and friends for their sponsorship of our class. Thanks to the Four Paw volunteers. I met Jessica and Madeline, both fabulous. Love the pictures. We're grateful to Bethany, Megan, John, and Jessa. Also thanks to the Rancocas Valley Regional High School, where my colleagues and my team teacher, Amy Davis, were super generous in getting us here. Also, of course, our family and friends who all loved Callisto and Auntie's bond so much that they pushed really hard to get us back here again, to give us the privilege of bringing Togo into our life. So thank you all.
Congratulations again to the new service dog team of Auggie and Togo. The next new service dog team that I would like to introduce is the team of Wren and Chewie. She's so excited to get up here.
Yes, and Hank, her emotional service dog. Oh, are you going to say hi? You can say hi. I'm Melody, and this is our daughter Wren, my husband Brian, and our other daughter Sadie. Oh, what are you going to say? And Chewie.
And Sherry.
Okay. We're right here in Dayton, Ohio, just down the road. So we're so thankful that we're so close to Four Paws for Ability. Wren, when we adopted her, I knew something was wrong immediately. Hold on a second. Let mommy talk. And when we found out and we got her back, she was diagnosed with some hypotonia to start with, and then it led to CP, autism, vision, and balance issues and challenges. Never a sleeper. And then we found out the seizures came along. So in 5th grade, she was officially diagnosed with epilepsy. So that started our journey for our dog. So before I get into it, I want to thank all of our friends and family that have helped us with raising the money that we needed. The Oakwood Rotary, Wren's classmates, did lots of candy sales, lemonade sales, pasta sales. Pasta for pups. The Oakwood cheerleaders did a huge donation for her. The University of Kentucky also helped out, and of course, thank you to the Brown family. So I typically do poetry when something happens, so that's the way I think. So this is With Thanks for Chewie. And nobody else would read it, so I'm stuck. I'm like, you guys read it. Okay, yeah, okay. So Chewie walks beside Wren's stride, a steady heart, a trusted guide. With every step, her world expands, courage growing where he stands. His 4 paws carry more than weight. They carry hope to navigate. Abilities bloom where fear once strayed, a partnership so gently made. Behind this bond, a village stands, Bethany's care, Lexi's hands, Megan's patience, Ashley's cheer, John's guidance keeps progress near. And to the ones who raised him first, who loved him through each clumsy burst, Caroline and Julia's early days, Diana and Ed's devoted ways, and I can't look at because I knew he was going to cry. To 4 paws for ability, a grateful cheer, for pathways open, for drawing near. Each heart that shaped him step by step gave Wren the gift of strength well kept. This is a chorus, soft and strong, a braided thread of right and wrong, of training, trust, and tireless art, of every person who played a part. Here's to Chewie and Wren's new days, to every helper in 1,000 ways. May each small step become a mile, and every helper feel Wren's smile. So, thank you. And to all of the families here, you guys have been amazing. And it's been so lovely getting to know you guys. And I hope we can continue through our group through Facebook. Thank you.
Congratulations again to the new service dog team of Wren and Chewie. The next new service dog team that I would like to introduce is the team of Rory and Billie Jean.
Hi, we're the Cross Cups. I'm Ashley, my husband Ben, our daughter Freya, and daughter Rory, and her partner Billie Jean. We would first like to start off with our thank yous. First thank you would go to friends and family back home who donated for us to be able to be here today. We really appreciate being able to be here for our service dog. We'd like to thank the ones who traveled with us to assist with our younger daughter, who would have attempted to befriend all of the 4 paws dogs. We would have left with all of them. We would like to thank all donors and sponsors, including the Browns family who sponsored our class. So we'd like to thank them for helping fund 4 paws for their cause. Their donations help all of our families receive trained service dogs that will provide life-changing opportunities for their partners. Another huge thank you goes to 4 paws staff and the trainers, because without you, none of us would be here, because there would be no trained dogs. The amount of work you guys put into each of these dogs to then graduate, then to start anew is amazing. You may not see the full scope, but you have changed lives every class that graduates and every service dog that partners with a person who needs them. Extra big thank you to class lead Bethany and to trainers John and Megan. Megan was Billie Jean's trainer these last few months, and she did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. Thank you to Billie's specific volunteers, Rick and Jennifer, David and Karen and Madeline. Thank you to the class families, especially the ones that Rory has joined at different times this class. It has been nice to be in a place of zero judgment, because we are all in very similar boats. Whew. Rory has a rare epilepsy called Dravet syndrome that causes frequent uncontrolled seizures. You want to say hi? Say hi. Just hi. Okay. They can cause seizures to happen anytime, anywhere, for any reason or no reason at all. Because of this, she has no independence and no ability to be in a room alone. Our hope is that Billie and Rory will bond enough that while she won't be alone, maybe she won't need a parent in every room with her at all times, and that while at school, she has someone looking out for her. Billie will provide alerts to seizures as well as balance support and comfort for after seizures. During these last 10 days, Rory and Billie have played fetch for hours. We've learned she loves chase tennis balls, specifically the squeaky ones, to pop bubbles with her nose, eat all the peanut butter, and cuddle on the couch. And fortunately enough, these are all Rory's favorite things too. So our hope is for the future is to continue to strengthen the bond and living life to the fullest. Thank you.
Congratulations again to the new service dog team of Rory and Billie Jean. Last but certainly not least, I would like to introduce the new service dog team of Anna and Swiftie.
Hello, my name is Anna and I am autistic. I came to Paws for ability for a service dog because I got bullied at school. Being bullied made me feel not safe. I shouldn't be me. I used to be happy all the time, but I felt angry, sad, depressed, and more anxious. I stopped going to school and my doctor said I had PTSD. To help me feel better, my mom started taking me to one of my favorite places, Boston's Museum of Science, every Friday. One Friday, the Omni Theater was showing a movie called Superpowered Dogs, and Superpowered Dogs, about all different types of working dogs. When the movie ended, I told my mom that's why I needed a superpowered dog of my own. Waiting for the dog was very hard, and I decided to learn everything I could about dogs. I read books from the library. I read books at the library and watched documentaries on dogs. I even saw a movie about a dog named Rory from Paws. The dog I really wanted was a golden retriever like the Buddies movies. I wished on my birthday candles, stars, and wish flowers that I would get one. When I opened my match email, I was so happy all my wishes came true. I named my dog Swiftie because Taylor Swift got bullied just like me. And even though she's a pop star, I feel like we've been best friends forever. Now Swiftie is my best friend. We have a bond ever since we met. On the second day of class, she slipped out of the trainer's hands and ran right to me. She gave me kisses and made me feel really happy. We already made a really strong bond. Swiftie is sometimes a silly goose, sometimes really smart, sometimes needs a little chilling on, sometimes a goofball, sometimes relaxed, sometimes she needs me like I need her. I want to say thanks to the trainers, the volunteers, and everyone who raised Swiftie. And thanks to my mom. She's about to cry, people, so don't be surprised. That's my dad, Peter. Please just let me continue. Thanks to my mom. She loved me every step of the way and made me. I love you, Mama. I still have a little more. Sorry. The one question I'm sure is on your mind. Do I love Swiftie? Yes, I do. Thank you.
Congratulations again to the new service dog team of Anna and Swiftie. I'm going to invite Bethany back up here to close us out.
Thank you. Well, my eyes aren't dry. The number of sniffles I hear and tissues I see passed around, I don't think you guys' are either. Yeah, I'll close us out, I guess. I don't know how I'm going to follow up any of these acts, though. Thank you all for being here to celebrate the hard work, teamwork, and many milestones reached by these 10 incredible teams. We can't wait to see where your journey takes you and all the amazing things you'll accomplish later. Congratulations, Jungle Green Class of 2026. You did it.